Yo, what's good, guys? I feel like I got a lot of reason to smile. First reason is that I've been working on my next show, since now I'm not a role model for almost over close to 2 years, almost over a year, and it's finally like ready. You know what I mean? I'm gonna announce the title, and I'm gonna announce the venue and the date and all that stuff very soon. So all of you lot in London and all the surrounding parts of the UK can come and watch what I've spent like a lot of my heart and time putting it into. Like, boy, I had to go to a dark place to come up with this one, so I really hope that it resonates and the messages like communicate and what I'm trying. I hope you just feel my story, boy, because this one I'm quite proud of this, yeah, man. And obviously with that's gonna come more content for YouTube that's going to be like indicative of the nature of the show, etc, means I've got time to like do this thing, you know what I mean, come and actually talk and share ideas and we can discuss stuff. So basically I've got this dilemma, because when Infinity War was coming out, I didn't want Avengers Infinity War. For those of you who don't know, all of you who follow my channel for a long time know I've been a massive comic book fan. I got like my comic books over there somewhere. I'm not trying to bring it forward, and that's only like the ones I have now. When I was a kid, I had like so many, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so Avengers Infinity War was coming out, and as a result of that, I unfollowed everybody on my Instagram account because I didn't want any spoilers. Like, I heard it's going to be mad. Like, obviously I've seen it now. I didn't want any spoilers. By the way, if you ain't seen the video, if you ain't seen the movie, lock off here. I don't want to spoil it for you. So I unfollowed everybody, and now I'm struggling to figure out how to refollow everybody that I was following before, because I can't remember who I was following now that I've seen the movie. But I'm not going to lie, having that peace of mind from not having bare people on my account, I think I follow like 4 people, it was actually quite refreshing, you know what I mean? And it reminds me of like my phone broke maybe like last month or something. It broke for a few days, innit? Maybe 2 days. But the piece of clarity that I had when my phone was broken, it was like there was so much less distractions. Your phone is kind of like, it's like a second brain, but it needs like the first brain to operate it. So you're always going back and forth. And when it broke, like obviously I couldn't contact certain people, but boy, it was actually quite peaceful. So maybe that's something I might try and employ more often, you know what I mean? But I'm not one of these anti like internet people or social, nah, I'm not. But I'm just saying that's what I experienced. Anyway, so I watched Avengers Infinity War. And I think there was an important lesson to learn in that movie. Obviously, it was a bad boy movie. Like I said, only if you've seen the video, only if you've seen the movie, watch this video. Like, it was a bad boy experience. I mean, like, everybody, that they killed off T'Challa, you know what I mean? They killed off flipping Strange. They killed off bare people. I mean, like, that part when Thanos stabbed Tony, oh my goodness. Like, my heart stopped in my chest. Like, literally. But anyway, out of the whole show, out of the whole movie, the character who I think there was a lot you can learn from, and I did have my issues. There were certain inconsistencies. Like, you don't have Vision, who's made out of fucking vibranium and has an infinity stone in his head, getting whacked up by people that are now going to come and get punched up by, like, the Black Widow and Captain America and Falcon. Come on, man. That don't really make that much sense. And Thanos doesn't start the scene, like, doesn't start the movie breaking Loki's neck and then punching up the Hulk, and then later on Steve Rogers is catching his fist. Like, come on, you know what I mean? But you know, they got away with a few things, so it's cool. Anyway, shout out Peter Parker though. It was kind of sad to see him go. But anyway, what I think was really the most compelling character for me in that whole thing was Thanos himself, because I think through this tale of Thanos, they demonstrated something which I think is extremely important and insightful. He was someone with ambition, like a mad ambition, tyrannical ambition, you know what I mean? Based on one sole experience, he's defined his entire life on trying to achieve this one specific goal. And as a result of trying to achieve that goal, he has to sacrifice everything, you know what I mean? He sacrifices his daughter, he sacrifices like his own livelihood, you know what I mean? He sacrificed all these people. I guess they kind of alluded to the fact that he even sacrificed the gauntlet, you know what I mean? When Gamora asks him at the end, what did he cost? He says everything. And I think that's important to understand, because it's like if you want to achieve something, I think in life, in anything, you have to an extent, be aware of what sacrifice is going to take to get there. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was aware that, well, I don't know if he was aware what was going to happen, but he committed to every single sacrifice until the end, where he had one last obstacle and Thor, man, dashed the hammer at him and he just clicked his fingers, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like that mentality is important for anyone to know, because so often, yeah, we say we want to do things in life, innit? Like, somebody wants to do this, somebody wants to be an athlete, but they can't commit to, like, going to bed early or sleeping right, you know what I mean? Someone wants to get to, like, a top university, but they can't commit to, like, spending hours studying, do you get what I'm saying? And I think if you ever think, okay, this is where I want to be, yeah, you need to you need to intertwine that with that kind of analogy or that example of that Thanos scenario where it's like, fuck, like, there's going to be a lot of sacrifices along the way on this journey, do you understand? And then you need to ask yourself, are you willing to commit to those sacrifices? Because, boy, that is... And that's the weight of success, you get what I'm saying? In the terms of, like, having to sacrifice your own child, you know what I mean? You got to sacrifice your own time. You got to sacrifice relationships, you get what I'm saying? And then having to sacrifice what everyone else is going to think about you for what you believe is right, you know what I mean? Man had to click his fingers and sacrifice all of our favourite heroes, you get what I'm saying? I'm still mourning over T'Challa, but you get what I'm saying? That's the whole thing that I think is really, really important. And that's one of the things I learned from Infinity War. I sat back at the end there, and obviously I was like, right, this is fucked. And then I think Marvel purposely developed his character. I think they developed Thanos' character for two reasons. Because it's ultimately going to be part of the narrative that allows his downfall. You know what I mean? With all that power, it's going to be something to do with his personality that's going to allow them to overcome him or defeat him. But I also think it was important because it kind of humanized him. And when it humanized him and his agenda and his motives to that extent, it kind of humanized him in my eyes as well and was like, fuck, this brother is crazy, but he's committed. You know what I'm saying? It kind of goes back to when I said that my poem, Crazy People, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, people are going to look at you like you're crazy, but you got to make them respect your commitment. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's just what I got from the movie. It was a banging movie. There was a little bit, but yeah, I need to watch it again. I need to watch it at least 3 more times, you know what I mean? What did you guys think of the movie? You learned anything else? Please give this video like a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. I don't care as long as you give it one of them. Leave a comment and yeah, showtime soon, innit? Safe. Some mornings I wait early just to listen to the sunrise. So I try to tell my cousin that she can take pictures that ain't for the gram. That these moments still